works! Oh boy. It's now evening. Hello, Freezy. Hello, Jadowski. Hello, Takandaroga. Hello, Sean. Wait, that's not the button. This is the button. This is the button for y'all to hear the thing. Hear the thing, the thing. Anyways.
No.
Let's see. Yep. How's it going? It's going alright. Alright. We're continuing on Luigi. We gotta do all the Luigi. And then we'll be done with the video game. Well, then we'll unlock the last level, and then we'll be done with the video game. You got waxed today? Takandaroga, you're still not fucking, like, denying the woman claims. Honestly, I'm usually the most generous. Honestly, I want to say about a C-. There is some stuff there that I enjoyed, like, hey, season 2 of the Street Fighter 6 looks great, considering who's as a character lineup. But overall, I don't know if there was anything really truly new that... I don't think there's really anything new that I want to play. And everything that I did want to play, I would probably end up playing... I don't know. Descaling when... No. But yeah, It was like a C. Like, some of the stuff is sliding off my head outside of, like, Killer Bean. Or, the DLC, the Street Fighter 6 DLC. You dumb cat, you already wanted out before. Oh, hold on. Fuck. The door wanting out. One out too. Bed. Actually, wasn't Sigma who wanted to go out. It was actually Cassandra, but fucking Sigma went out as well. But yeah, I some of that stuff has been sliding off my head. Some of that stuff was sliding off my head now. And I think that says a lot. Like, even the Wilds trailer, the Monster Hunter Wilds trailer, kind of... Like, I know what the monster is that they showed, but I was kind of hoping... Okay, so this trailer they did, like, a version of, like, a female hunter. Instead of, like, you know, the last couple trailers has been like, oh, here's the male hunter, let's do a female hunter. Like, okay, cool. Why not show off, like, a different weapon sets than just greatsword and what I'm assuming is like bowgun? Did I do that twice? Okay, well, I lived this time, so it doesn't matter. Whoops. 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 Yeah, it's just like, I kind of wanted a little bit more out of the Wilds trailer. Though So they announced crossplay, and that's like the thing that I wanted. Ow!
Goodness!
Thank you,
Some money for the Zava
Dodosky.
is a peasant fund.
Wait, that better... Is that new, or is that from the old one? Either way, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Wait, I can tell if it isn't or not. Okay, yes, it is a new one. But thank you. I can get paid next month. I did mention to my brother, like, once the money goes through, for him to put it on a credit card, and then I'm going to use like whatever I do to buy a fucking video card, and then from then on pay off the rest as it happens, just kind of like I did with the memory, just like I did with the motherboard. I come. But yeah, thank you. Ah. Wait, what am I doing? I want to see what's here. Nope. Tanuki. Yeah, overall, I don't know. It's like a C. Like, the entire event felt like a C. Like, C minus at worst. I mean, I hit the button. I hit the stupid kill myself button during that fucking mobile game ad. So, like, that should tell you something. Still, yay, Sonic X Shadow Generations October release. Once again, Sonic has interrupted Spooky Month with me needing to play a Sonic game. Brazilian hoe check fuck. Oh. Feeling about was. See, the thing is, I just want to see more weapons, and I want to see like some of the actions. Like I couldn't care less about the story. I think some of the monsters look okay. And as I said, like, they announced crossplay, which is like 100% like a-okay with me. They did say like they're not going to do cross saves or cross progression, which is, I guess, a little bit of disappointment, but I have very little reason to care for cross progression when I'm not going to buy another copy of that game outside of the one copy. Play Shadow. I am before October, I will be playing Shadow the Hedgehog. It might be next month after Dawn Trail. Like, I'm going through Heroes first because we had like the Team Dark playthrough in Sonic Heroes, so that was also necessary. Ouija time. Yes, it is Ouija time. Dicks! Oh, TK. Wait, didn't he already show up? I don't know. Man, the goal is to get through this game tonight, and if I don't, then there was I forget, there was a couple of trailer, like, supposed demos that came out today as well, but I don't remember them.
Let's go.
I'm also going to assume, since I didn't watch like Day of Devs or any of that stuff, still no Silk Song. I am stupid. I forgot. I'm going to assume still no Silk Song. It doesn't feel like that happened, because otherwise I would be hearing people talk about it. Ah, fuck. There's a gap right there. Fuck. Oh no, I'm losing these 185 lives. There we go. Why? Wait, hold on. Oh, cool. I got the power up that I just lost. Okay. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. 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 Bop! Oh god! Why? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use the Tanuki.
You suck!
Shut up. Tanuki suit! Tanuki suit.
Hey, work a little harder.
Even though Luigi in this suit looks more like a fox than a Tanuki. There we go. There we go. See there? I worked harder. Alright. I'm gonna do 2 more levels in World 8. Because I do not want to trigger the credits again. And then we'll move on to special. Go through the entirety of the special. And then go to beat Bowser. And then we'll unlock Crown. And then we'll be done with the video game. And then Mario would finally be Mario-over, even though it's June. You know, if I didn't even start this game, I probably wouldn't try to finish it. That's the fucked up part. It's like, I started it, so now I have to finish it. I have to finish my potatoes, my gruel. I had to finish the slot before we're able to get to better 2D platformer. Because, hey, I'm playing, next week's stream schedule is basically the same as this week. Except instead of Mario 3D Land, ow! Hello, Fox. But instead of Mario 3D Land, fuck you, Bowser. But instead of Mario 3D Land,
Shut up, bitch!
I'm playing Pizza Tower again. Specifically, because the noise got like an update, or the Pizza Tower got an update to play as noise, and I wanted to check out how the noise plays. Then I think there was like some demo that after I'm done with that, I'm probably gonna play it. Then again, like, I'm kind of wondering. I don't think I'll be done with Two Ship to Arkinia next week because, like, I don't think I'll be done with Two Ship next week. And I might be done with Sonic Heroes, though. I kind of have to be careful with what I'm wanting to play. Because Dawn Trail... Well, let's see. Let me look at calendars. Dawn Trail would be the 28th. And I think the 21st is Elden Ring DLC. So I really want to play the Elden Ring DLC.
Yeah. Let's go.
The problem is I know the Elden Ring DLC will take like that entire week. Because there is no way the DLC they announced like 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, isn't like just fucking long. Like, there's no way that's gonna be short DLC. Especially considering how big Elden Ring is itself. Oh hey, I got the Tanuki. Also, I will step back and say before ending tonight, yeah, I'll be doing a stream of the funny Xbox event, and I don't think there's a Nintendo Direct next week. I know people are like, well, he's usually on the Tuesday and whatnot, but like last year they didn't do one like during the quote-unquote E3 time. And I feel like if they are going to announce it, they'll announce it like Monday. But I also have like other things to do on Tuesday anyways, so it's gonna really suck if they go, yeah, there's one on Tuesday. But they won't say it until like Monday at very least. Okay. We're done with that. I am not doing Bowser yet. We're going into the fucking pipe. Alright, time to do all of these as Luigi. 8 more worlds, everybody. But yeah, once again, this game just makes me want to play 3D World again. Because I have a feeling that, like, that game... I mean, I enjoyed that game. I played that game, like, a couple of years ago. But, like, fuck. They cooked a lot more with fucking 3D World than they ever did with this game.
Yeah. Let's go.
Bada 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 bada. Yeah, I have this feeling that like even Nintendo Direct for this month ain't gonna be much of anything. It's such a downer thing to say, but the reason behind it is more or less I feel like there's a bunch of stuff they're saving for like the Switch 2, right? And so whatever they're going to showcase from now to what is basically the end of the year is going to be mostly like remasters or remakes. Just smaller games that they're able to put out very quickly.
Let's go.
Or hell, I wouldn't even hell, I would even think they would sit back and go, oh, by the way, here's like DLC for like Wonder or something. Which I wouldn't be opposed to. Fuck, more Super Mario Wonder would be great.
Yeah.
Then again, I could also see them being like, okay, so, fuck it, here's Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Switch. Fuck you. Which is gonna really suck when I'm sitting there thinking about playing Donkey Kong Returns anyways. Because I have been sitting there thinking like, oh, what if I do Donkey Kong Country Returns? I enjoy that game. I mean, I just went through a bunch of,
Let's go.
I did just basically went through 2 Galaxy games. I was off. I kind of even knew that was kind of off-centered, but I thought like, oh, it won't matter.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
I can't believe I actually hit that Goomba. Sorry, Paragoomba. You know, it's kind of weird that they... Is there, like, any reason why they're called Paragoombas? I mean, I get that they fly, but, like, what part of the prefix para means flight? Like, I get it from the standpoint of, like, parachute and paratrooper. But, like, they fly now. I don't feel like that's accurate.
Yeah.
194. Oh, wait, this is the one that I have to get the clocks. Whoops. I almost said this is the one where that I have to get the cocks. But then I realized that no, I did say clock. I did pronounce an L in that. There was an L. Wait, that was a trap. Rawr. There he is. It's Dry Bowser. He's pretty fucking dry. You know what? Dry Bowser is the only time this game kind of like does something, but it is kind of just remember like fucking New Super Mario Brothers DS, which is the only other time Dry Bowser exists, and that's the first time. Yeah. Yeah. Ba 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 ba. Yay, 2 worlds down, 7 more to go. Well, out of tonight, 2 worlds down.
Let's go.
I guess it's more like 10 now. Or 9. Yeah. Because technically I didn't beat all of World 8. I just beat everything except for the last stage because I have a feeling that if I do that, I see credits again, and then at the very end of the game's gonna be like, you need to beat Bowser again. So I might as well do it now instead of doing it later. Or do it later so it doesn't happen again. I'm still trying to think of stuff that like from the Jeff Keighley event today, and that I can't remember. And that's the thing. It once again it just slid. Please game does not. Please console or things do not. I swear to fucking God, do not. Like shit.
Yeah.
You know, half an hour and this mini level's done gives me confidence I will beat this tonight. Then again, a lot of these are just the exact same levels again. I guess that's what also bothers me a bit. It's like, I didn't mind it in like the Galaxy games because you're always doing just something else in the Galaxy games, even if it's like collecting the green stars. Like, it's a different set of challenges. But just like, oh, go through this level again, but it's faster now. I don't know, it's just... It's like, some of this stuff you can sit back and like say exists within Galaxy, and then I just like sit there and kind of go, yeah, but it feels more fleshed out in Galaxy, or it's just... You should add a command that lets people change their skull color. I'm going to hit this, and then I'm going to see whether or not my thing worked. No, fuck you, it's all there. There's always a chance in which, oh, it doesn't work. Actually, let me double check something while... Yeah, no, y'all have all object, and add a hydrate command. I am going to fucking shit in your shorts. Hello, Avalon.
Yeah. Let's go. Oh.
Ho, ho, ho. I'll be honest, I'm using that button just because, like, Luigi just sounds wrong, say, like, while doing this. I don't know what it is. He just doesn't sound right. It's kind of like they just pitched his voice, like not like in Charles Martinet did a voice pitch thing, but as in like they pitched it in post. Like the jumps, yeah. Ah. Bum bum. Bum, 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 bum. Like, the jumps sound right. Then again, isn't this like the era where technically they reuse a lot of voice lines? Or was that like more towards like the end of the Wii U and Switch? Fuck you, game. It's only been a half an hour.
Let's go.
Remember to take a break. Oh, fuck. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna use this. There we go. Am I able to have you consider a 24-hour stream? Jesus Christ. Every time look, I would love to do a 24-hour stream. I feel like I have the capability of doing a 24-hour stream more than, like, certain people. But if for me to do that, I feel like I need to be relatively better. Like, one, I really need to figure out the sound situation around my house, so... Okay, it doesn't matter. Like, that is legitimately the biggest thing that's stopping me. It's the sound situation. If I can make it so that I don't bother anyone with my funny talking, yeah. And then past that, it just becomes finding a day. It's why I'm putting off certain ideas that I had until, like, I can do it. I really want to do the hot swapping of between Thousand Year Door and its remake as a stream. Can I just wait for them to go on a day trip? You have to understand, that's not going to happen for a long time. For example, my dad, any kind of day trip would involve me anyways, because I would have to drive him. Nobody else knows how to drive in this house except for me and my dad. And with my dad, right now, he has, he only has learners because, like, he spent 5 or so years or whatever amount of time it was without renewing his driver's license. So, like, he can't just get it renewed without, like, retaking tests. So, yeah. Like, I think about a year, the only time I could would be if my aunt needs someone to house sit for like a week. That would be the one time. And then the problem is, the one time it was going to happen like a year ago or 2 ago, like a week beforehand it got canceled, so like, whoops, can't do that anymore. So really, the only thing I can hope for is that my aunt needs someone to house sit again. Oh! Then I would go long into the night. Long and hard into the night. Outside of that, the only other situation would be if we ever move again, which eventually will happen, but like, the only issue about moving again would be hopefully moving to a place that also has good internet. Because the only reason why I started streaming, and I didn't stream like years earlier, is where I used to live, only had DSL. And so I can say the company, because the company is nationwide, and that's not going to tell you much of anything about where. Well, you know, I think I've already mentioned where I used to live before. You could find that information out there. But I used to have Windstream, and Windstream is, as an ISP, they don't give a shit unless they have to compete with another company. If they don't, if you live in an area where the only other option is like satellite internet, which is of course absolutely 100% fucking garbage, they will not upgrade your service at all, or like you're so low on the priority list, like that it just doesn't even matter. So what ended up happening, I think by the time I moved, I think the best download speed you could get, or I could get, I should say, was shit, I couldn't do that. The best download speed I could get was like 50, but it actually ended up being like 40. The upload speed was still fucking abysmal, which is the more important part of like streaming. Like you haven't. I want to get the red coins and oh, there we go. Like upload is always more important, and how upload speed worked with Windstream or my old internet was 100% was more of a 100% fuck. I can't do that. If I uploaded anything, everything in the house would slow down. It would take so much of the bandwidth that like all download speeds would just fucking die. Unlike now, where I'm on internet that has fiber. I live in a I live in a county that has less of a population than the county I used to live in, and yet has better internet because the ISP is like locally owned. And took a grant from the government. And took a grant from the government to actually expand. Then again, supposedly where I used to live is like the local power company. Is supposedly partnering with like some ISP that does offer fiber, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna provide customers with that are underserved or unserved with the like high-speed internet with fiber. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I heard like nothing said fuck. Yeah, see, like I have gigabit here. I have fiber here. But like where I used to live, it was DSL. And I live... And that gigabit is all over this county. Fuck. I keep fucking up. I need to, like, concentrate. But it's just kind of fucked up that, like... Oh, wait. Shit. The biggest issue, and I guess I'm just prattling, was that it didn't affect the entire county. It just affected where I lived, because that area hadn't gotten any growth. And so... like, that area never got any, like, real growth to it. So it became like, oh, who cares? But then again, and this is the other fucked up part of it all. If I lived like a mile in one direction or the other, where I used to live, I would have had at least Comcast, and then I could probably have streamed. But it just didn't cover the area that I lived in. Because it's one of those outside the city limits type of deals. There's no fiber where I live. Fiber is available in the box surrounding my current residence. My apartment owner told them, fuck off when I asked if you can run the lines. Fuck off. Your fucking soup sucks. But yeah, and what's worse is the fiber. So where I used to live, the ISP Windstream would go, hey, yeah, you get access to, you know, high-speed fiber, but it's fiber to node, which if you don't know what fiber to node is, how Windstream ran their lines is like it would be a fiber connection up to a box that would service a neighborhood, and then like from there it's just copper lines. And copper lines are the issue because that's where you're going to lose your speed. That's the reason why the uploads suck so goddamn much. Because they're not willing to replace the copper line with fiber and go to every household. Yeah, it's your bottleneck. It is legitimately the bottleneck of the entire thing. But they're not going to sit back and replace it because when the only other competition in your neighborhood is satellite internet, they got you by the balls. But when your the other competition is, let's say, Comcast, for as shitty as Comcast is, you know, of course, then they'll just go, oh yeah, now we have a reason to sit back and upgrade this shit in other neighborhoods that aren't your own. Of course, like, the biggest benefit of Windstream was always... Then again, the biggest benefit of, like, Windstream and the kind of advantage they had, even considering their shitty speeds, you didn't have bandwidth caps. Like, I don't have a bandwidth cap currently because, you know, smaller companies realize that, oh yeah, that's stupid. Actually, that is a question. Like, does Comcast or AT&T, like, or Verizon, anybody who has them, like, do they still have bandwidth caps? I feel like that is a thing that would have gone away as soon as the pandemic started, and then I'm not sure if they came back. What Frog is like? No Frog. I don't know. But you know what is white and gray? Fucking shiny Salazzle. Wow. Or Slim. Like, when I moved in with Gigabit 5, the biggest info for Tim. Oh, yeah, no. The moment these ISPs ever have competition. Whoops. The moment these ISPs ever have competition, they kind of just go, oh, fuck, we have to do this. We have to, like, up the service. And it's really funny being where I live and, like, every now and then I get ads for, like, HughesNet. It's like, upgrade your internet service to faster speeds. I'm like, you're a scam? First of all, you're a scam. Second of all, there is no way you offer gigabit. I'm stupid. I'm just running into things. There is no way you, satellite provider,
I'm a guy. Thank you,
are running
whoever.
gigabit. Nor any service that is cheaper than what I currently have. There we go. There we go. I did it correctly that time. Yeah, I really wish I grew up with, like, better internet. Like, I didn't get broadband until I graduated high school. Oh, it's this one. Like, I had dial-up throughout high school. Like, I'm kind of glad that nowadays you don't have to, like, you don't need dial-up. And no, I'm stupid. I was going to do the funny way of going through it, speeding through. Fuck. I don't even know why I would decide I wanted to go that way. There we go. Wait for it. Don't care enough. I'll also say that, like, my locally owned ISP has been better. I mean, we've had those couple of disconnects recently, and I'm not sure why that's happened, but at very least, it never feels like it's too long. Like, there have been way worse things. Locals look at 5 and go, nah, I'd win. Yeah, I know. It is really funny how I'd win. Like, satellite internet thinks it is. It's so overconfident. And I think the only way it does succeed in those environments, or at all, is when you have absolutely no other competition. Fuck. That's stupid of me. It's like you have to be out in the middle of nowhere. More so than where I am. And I'm pretty much out in the middle of nowhere. The nearest Walmart is 20 miles. It is legitimately a Walmart from, like, before super centers. Somehow, some way, the nearest town, well, actually the nearest town or city, the nearest area just did not want, I guess, I just voted against having one? Like, having them upgrade? I'm not sure why. So, like, you have, like, a Walmart, it's fucked up. It's fucked up having this small Walmart. Because it's like 3 aisles for food. Actually, no, maybe like 4.
Yeah. Let's go.
And that moment's really funny because I do think every now and then it does get like something day one. Like some item day one, like in the electronics aisle. Yeah, no, I can understand why towns would block Walmart. There is like legitimately reasons, like it actually lowers the value of the property around everything, and like support small businesses and stuff like that. But when you already have a Walmart, and the only yeah, I forgot. Hold on. When you already have a Walmart and like the only thing you'd be doing would be shut up. The only thing you're really doing is just preventing it from becoming like a super center. Like that is kind of stupid. Fiber Optics is a giant 5-star restaurant that sells filet mignon. Starlink is a family-owned restaurant that sells really poor. Satellite internet is figuratively breadline valve, which you can. Yeah, no, like I've known people on satellite internet, and it is absolute garbage. But yeah, there's a point where like I can understand why people would block Walmart, but like when you already have a Walmart there, it never makes that much sense to me. The other thing, and this is just kind of more of a. If there's like a Walmart 20 miles away and then you're like you're trying to block another Walmart from being like in your town, even though there's like 120 miles away, I feel like the only reason why you're preventing it is just for the convenience factor. Like I can understand like, okay, increasing traffic, like where I used to live, fucking they had a Walmart. Somebody wanted to build a Walmart in this area where there's a Kroger. Eventually that land did go up for sale and is owned by a Publix now. But I can understand, oh yeah, you're just increasing traffic. But at the same point in time, I'm like, if you're gonna go with the argument of small businesses and like stuff like that, I don't think that's the case, because like there was a Walmart like up the interstate like 10 miles away. So it's not really an issue of small businesses, because essentially people would just go to the one that's 10 miles away. Oh yeah, no, I actually do agree with that. I do like their pub subs. I got hit thrice by this stupidity. Then again, once, oh god. It's really weird because I'd say there's a Publix there at that place now. I'm not even sure if it was the closest Publix. I think it's actually now tied with the other Publix that I used to go to. But either way, there's neither one of them are close to where I live now. As Jack All and Companions just cheaply made bare bottom consumer goods. I mean, pretty much. Like the only thing that you're going to Walmart for is because it is cheap, or because they'll have something more than just I am not going to a store. I wouldn't. Oh yeah, I can't just jump on them. What was I gonna say? Like, if I'm picking something at Walmart, it's more or less like I'm picking up things that I would normally buy. Sorry. I'm not going to engage. I think it's more or less like, I'm both playing and trying to think. Whoops. My Street Fighter, what's anything with Jeff Keighley? They showed another trailer for Hello Schnitzel. That was fucked up. You left and then that showed up. Not really. They showed another trailer for Sonic X Shadow Generations, which mostly had like levels from Sonic Heroes, specifically Rail Canyon, and what was the other level? Oh, so the fucking Soliana Woods from like Sonic 06. There was another Sparking Zero trailer, but I'm not really sure how into Dragon Ball you are. They have clothes, the sleeves, whatever. They clothes and shoes and plates, and so instead of going to the clothes store, you go to the shoe store, and in place you can buy dishes, you go to Walmart and Amazon heavily. I don't think, like, you say that, but there is something to say of the convenience of going to a store and getting something right then and there than buying something on Amazon and having to wait like 5 days. I don't know, like, I have to see it in action, and it doesn't really matter because usually they add in, like, they added in like old costumes for all the other characters, so I don't think it's like it's going to show back up, so I don't mind it. Like, that's how they get you. Yeah, but like at the same point in time, you don't need to... Wait, did you? I don't remember. That thing, and I think the future will be a local artisanal goods. Yeah, I already gotten all the coins in these stages, Schnitzel. The only thing that's left is beating the game at beating all the levels as Luigi. Like, I purposefully made sure to do it like this. That way, just going through the game again is faster. Yeah, I can understand, but... Yeah, but overall, I guess there was just another short Garo trailer. And that looked good. The Monster Hunter Wilds trailer was kind of nothing. It's like, here's a new monster. Okay, cool. And once again, I said this early on. If you're going to show off, like this time they did a different character. They did like a female playable character this time. If you're going to do that, then like maybe show off different weapons with that character. Like, I'm fine with that. Because it's kind of like having, it's that thing kind of like in 14 where you have Meteor. We use Meteor, like, you have Meteor, which is the male hero that you see in, like, almost every trailer. And it's fine to have, like, the other option, kind of like how you have Shepherd and female Shepherd. But, like, why didn't you just show, like, what if she had used heavy bow gun, which I'm assuming that the gun they keep showing is light bow gun, as well as, I don't know, fucking dual blades or something else, hammer or something. Oh yeah, no, it's crazy that M. Bison is the first one. I figured that, like, because they showed Terry first, that, like, he gets to be the first one. But not Terry and Mai are... Whoops. Terry and Mai are kind of interspliced. But, like, that's so fucked up though. It's like that tripped me up because at first I'm like, oh, it's just Terry. Oh no, here's Mai as well. Wait, is this just Capcom versus SNK? Because like I know I made that joke of the woman who was like, yeah, I played every single one of these things, and I'm like, you played Street Fighter, the arcade game, the first Street Fighter game. It's like, I don't believe you. Like, I'm sorry, that is strangely dedicated. That Phil would know Capcom for SNK3. Like, you would think that they would do that. There was a moment since Capcom put. It has to be like 20 years. 20 years. It has to be 20 years. And the reason why I think about that, I'm pretty sure that was PS2. I'm pretty sure it was, because it can't be. Like the last time, okay. Besides Marvel vs. Capcom, the last time Capcom did a crossover fighter since then, I think was... Okay, Cross Tekken, but, fuck. Okay, technically Cross Tekken. Then, before that was Tatsunoko, I think. I mean, too, Capcom are aware of demand for a new one, however, they're swamped with projects. We don't count Cross Tekken, yeah. So, like, before that would be Tatsunoko. Which I'm actually surprised. Well, I'm not that surprised, because, once again, Tatsunoko would have to sit back and, like, play nice. But it would be nice, maybe, if you get, like, another cross... I like... I'm gonna say it. As stupid and consumerism as it is, or consumer, blah, 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 as it is, I really actually enjoy crossovers. Or more specifically, I enjoy crossovers that don't normally happen. Like, fuck you, I don't give two shits, Marvel, like, of all your funny heroes crossing over. That doesn't feel the same. They're all within the same universe. But when, like, gigantic companies cross over, that shit always feels... That stuff always feels like neat and cool, because yeah, I want to see characters interact with one another. I like seeing characters interact with one another. I know people shit upon Project Cross Zone a lot. Like, I know people shit on Project Cross Zone. I've only played Project Cross Zone 2. Whoops. People shit on Project Cross Zone, specifically the first one. It's more or less like the first game takes a long time for any of the battles to be completed. And the second game has kind of the same problem, especially like later on, where like fights just continue. Wait, what am I doing? Well, yeah, it's more or less about how some of the stuff takes like an hour to complete. Like, you go into something and then it takes an entire hour because as you beat the enemies and like they die, like you just get like 5 like reinforcements. Just going, nah, here's a new here's more reinforcements, here's more reinforcements. And that was with number 2. So, and that's the one that I played and beat. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it because it is really fun to watch interactions between characters that have never interacted before or can never interact because different universes. So yeah, it is really funny and really, whoops. It is really funny or really neat to watch as Phoenix Wright interacts with Kiryu and Majima. Or like how everybody has their own way of crossing the gap. Or how certain characters look at spikes and like have the fear of death in their eyes. It's one of the reasons why I like the Sonic Cross Mega Man crossovers in Archie. Like, those are some of the biggest, like, kind of neat-ass moments. Fuck. Don't go away right away. That's just some of the coolest shit. The Skya, I think, takes less time. Like, the Skya seems really quick. The biggest thing is, like, you spend a lot of time grinding in the Skya. You go into Item World, and then you don't leave Item World until you're able to just shit on everything. So I wouldn't say it's... Whoops. I wouldn't say it's the nature of that genre. It's just... Dude, bum bum bum. But then again, like, everybody could be just talking about Cross Zone 1, and I haven't touched Cross Zone 1. What bad ending? Shut. La Pucelle punch you in bad ending. Then again, I don't think I've never touched the Disgaea. Well, I have a Disgaea game. I think I have the Switch version of 5. And I think I have it via, like digital. And I kept promising myself that eventually I will play it. And then I never did. Let's see, can you name another game where Dark Souls just crossover Fire Emblem? No. Duel and Metal Face being blessed, yeah. Yeah, I know about that stuff. Like, that's one. Because number 2 was more Monolith Soft, which had Xenosaga and Xenoblade. I mean, is a big-breasted tomboy known with Atkins syndrome who's very sad to learn she's not the main character in her own game. But yeah. It is also weird that those games are made by Monolith Soft. Now Monolith Soft, well, they're not in any kind of mines. They have like multiple studios. They just have multiple studios. It's like you have this you have the main team who's right now seems to be working upon something. If that Midori tweet is right. Midori as in the guy who's been leaking all that Atlas stuff and Sega stuff. Supposedly, he's seen, there's something Monolith Soft is working on with the code name of Legacy. Now, what could that be? I don't know. But odds are it's going to come out within the first year of the Switch 2.
Let's go.
Like, I can probably put down money that the first year of the Switch 2 is going to have a new 3D Mario game. It's going to have a Monolith Soft game. And it's probably going to have, even though it's going to be cross-generational, it's going to have Metroid Prime.
Hey, listen.
Panda Brave is about the archipelago of douchebags who psychologically torture a small orphan girl as she works very hard to kill Satan. Once again, I really need to play those games. I just... Eventually, one day. They're just so... Actually, you know what? I'm actually surprised that the only Sega announcement at... Well, okay, let's say Sega as in main Sega, not Atlas. That the only Sega announcement here was, another Sonic Shadow trailer. Like, we didn't get to see any of the other stuff that he announced at, like, the VGAs 6 months ago. Unless those are going to show up at, like, an Xbox event or a Nintendo event. Which always has the chance of shit happening. Speeding and vigorously masturbating, honing and speeding, and I violently come. Yeah, I mean, Microsoft shows on Sunday. I kind of treat it just kind of like I treat the Jeff Keighley event, where it's like, look at all these games that are going to come out for other platforms. Is that, like, this year we get the added bonus of even the Microsoft games might be coming to, let's say, another platform. As in, not PC, but Switch or PS5. Rhapsody is about a girl who will overcome an evil queen, saving the prince from an evil grasp before she gets cuckolded by the evil bitch, and it basically should have been Mario. So what you're saying is... God. So once again... God, no, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Every great piece of fiction, for some reason, has cuckolding in it. Then again, I have no idea about that. Look, it happens so often in Xenoblade in like 3 games, except that it gets retroactively revoked in one of them, and I think that's really funny. I will never, 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 never forget about the fucking Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Cup Cave.
Listen.
In which Rex, Mr. Shonen protagonist, I swear to fucking God, like, friend zones a character in the worst, in the funniest way possible. But then again, it doesn't matter because it seemed like he fucked every girl in that game. Well, okay, he fucked the three main girls in that game, so I thought Rex went out having 2 wives. Turns out he went and got 3 wives. Which, yes, spoilers, but I feel like we're kind of now past enough of some of what happens in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Besides the massive cuck scene that happens in Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which is still the hilarious moment because it is sad moment for characters followed by reveal and holy fucking shit. One of the songs about the evil queen, Little Marines, aren't you old enough to be his mother? Hey, you shut up.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, oh yeah, this is the one where I have to figure out which one to go through. Oh, it's the one where the coin's in front of it, that's why. But then again, what was I also thinking of that was kind of like...
Hey, listen.
About poorly translated princess to make a clone called Volcano Princess when it was on sale and accidentally found the true ending in my first playthrough of it because I got so good at these games. Aw, oh, damn, you got so... Avalon has gotten so good at grooming children. I shouldn't say it like that, but... That's what these princess maker games kind of are. It's like, raise your daughter. Nothing against them or people who play them. It's the joke writes itself. The joke legitimately writes itself. The only type of princess maker game I've seen has been, well, it was whatever the one, like, fucking, I watched Callie play. Where it's like, there's the little servant dude. And Callie kept saying that, like, no, you can't,
Hey, listen.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that is Princess Maker 2. Yeah. Don't let her fuck the demon-esque butler. Whoops.
Miss.
Yeah. You know, I guess, like, since I don't have to concentrate on finding shit, whoops. This is why I'm able to finally just have full-on conversations. It's the only flex of demon bundle you have. Do nothing but be a maid for your house. Wait. Do nothing but be a maid for your house her entire life. Ah. Or let it get by bandits and go on adventures. Hmm. You know, I'm kind of wondering, like, how many, like, anime out there currently are inspired by, like, Princess Maker? Like, it's very obvious with, like, certain games or certain anime that, like, this person was inspired by wizardry. Like, I think the guy who made Konosuba was inspired by wizardry. I think, there was something recent where this guy was like, yeah, this was inspired by wizardry as well. I'm also wondering, like, how many anime out there is inspired by, like, Princess Maker?
Listen.
Idolmess, you know what? That can be true because, I mean, it is like, what is a modern day princess but an idol? Okay, do your stupid attack. I kind of lucked out that time. But yeah, I kind of want to... I was also about to say, you know, Berserk was also inspired by Idolmaster, but not really. Berserk was... Idolmaster is what prevented Berserk from updating sometimes. Alright, we got 3 more worlds plus a level. Plus another level.
Let's go.
Nice thing is, all I have to do is go out up the back door. I have a long live the queen. It's basically breaks me. I've seen a person just tries to kill you if you piss them off by being targeted before. Yeah, there was something about, like, I guess some of those games that kind of reminded me, like, I feel like about one anime or another.
Let's go.
But I just can't remember what it was. Man, okay, I know I felt silent for like a second because my brain was like, I was just sitting there with my brain like thinking about all the anime that I watched recently, and then I was like, I was thinking about Trigun, And then I was just sitting there just thinking, yeah, you know, the title of Trigun makes a lot more sense when you think about like Vash's like pacifist nature. It's like, how do you solve this problem? Well, Vash, why don't you try gun? Was it? The Trigun Stampede is weird. I like how it looks. I like the animation of it. Like, I do think it's one of the better 3D animated ones. I think it does a better job of, like, having the difference between, Vash and, Knives. Like, the kind of, like, more interpersonal with that. But Vash is so much of a downer in Stampede for the majority of it. And I think, in a way, Trigun works better as a series in which is kind of Vash going from town to town trying to solve problems in a pacifist way than dealing with, like, the whole thing with Knives and like all that other stuff. Yeah, Knives need more screen time in the original, and like they give him more screen time in Stampede. Like, he shows up really early in Stampede. Hello, Yoshi.
Let's go.
It's just kind of a weird shame that, like, they really didn't have Millie in this one. And they do want to continue what they were doing. Because, like, this remake is kind of like, oh, this is what happened in July. But, you know, you kind of already see that in the original. Well, I guess it's not really the original anime because, in a way, the anime is different than, like, Stampede, or the anime is also different than the manga, and, like, the manga also has like 2 different versions of itself as well, so but it's like, okay, here's what happens in July and the destruction, even though that kind of is shown in the original as well. So it's like a weird pseudo prequel, but not. No, Millie, yeah, it's they tease Millie. They Dragon Stampede is almost it feels a little okay, I know I know this is the meme, but it's the good example of Surf Dracula. Like at the very end of it, it's like there's something else that's happening, which is something that actually happens in the manga but doesn't happen in the anime, where it's like, oh yeah, there are other ships from Earth and those might show up, and they want to continue that series, but they didn't say when. But they did say, like, oh yeah, what's her face? They're fucking, they're not insurance. Like, Millie ain't in it, but the other girl is. But she is kind of the apprentice, or works for some journalism place, and works with an old man who drinks a lot, which I don't mind him. He's no Millie, but I do kind of like the fact that they were insurance. I like the idea that they were insurance girls. Like the whole, oh, we need to make sure that things, we're 100% wanting to make sure that like we're paying out for Vash and whatnot. I kind of like that. I don't like it's we're tracking down the Stampede to find out like who he is. It's like the one change that I think just doesn't work as well. Even if I do like the old man. But yeah. But I think like the problem of Stampede is like it is kind of just a little bit too serious. Oh yeah, it is kind of just we're going to stop him, but like I think part of it was also like after watching Stampede, we watched the original series and eventually Badlands Rumble, which I think is actually really good. And it's one of the Badlands Rumble is what cements like I think Trigun excels when it's about Vash going from town to town, like trying to be a pacifist and stop whatever's happening via pacifism, which is what that first half of that series is. So, if there's a chance for me to turn, I'll call you Baka. I'll be honest, I really don't care for Twin Tails. Like, I don't care for him, and like, sometimes it works, sometimes it does work. Yeah, I'm talking about Trigun right now. I had the thought of how Trigun is what it's like. Hey Vash, it's like, hey, yeah, fuck, joke was ruined.
Yeah.
Want to solve this problem? Try gun.
Let's go.
But like the second half of like the original series, I think is kind of the issue. It's like it's nice to have the whole like what's kind of going on, but at the same point in time, it is another thing of I don't know. I think Stampede excels at trying to have this like not relationship, but like have this stuff showing off against Knives and Vash's like ideologies clashing. Plus there's this weird bug girl. Like it's like this weird girl who's like a fucking hive mind queen for a bunch of bugs. But like the original Trigun is great. It's like the original Trigun's great. I like the first half more than I like the second half. I think Trigun's really good. It's a really neat anime. It's just like it really works so early on, and I'll be honest, as I mentioned before, like the problem I do have is that Vash is so much of a downer in like the Stampede series. Because it's so much about like him and his brother, about him and Knives, that like all the other things that like I kind of like Vash for just kind of aren't there. Like him being kind of a womanizer. It's like I kind of like him being a little bit of a womanizer. But maybe that'll change with like whatever sequel series they're trying to do, because it seemed like at the very end of that he gets amnesia, is going to the ship that failed to fully crash. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's like that's almost at the halfway point of that series.
Let's go.
But once again, that said, like, Stampede, I think, still works, and I still like the animation. It's one of those things where I know people shit on 3D animation, but, like, I think the problem with 3D animation in anime is legitimately a problem of motherfuckers not trying. 3D in anime can work, it's just that you have to try, motherfucker. Actually fucking try. It's one of the reasons why I think... I'm gonna be honest, I really... as much as I like the songs for JoJo part... well... oh yeah, whoops. I need to be hitting these guys. I need more time on the clock. Fuck. Well. As much as I... like some of the songs in JoJo part 4 and 5, I do think they're not as... they don't... fuck. They're not as stylized. I really like how they are... I really like how they are in parts 1, 2, 3, and 6. They feel a lot more dynamic. And it doesn't help that, like, part 4 does have what I think is the worst JoJo opening. And, fuck, what's the song called? It's opening 2. Opening 2, I think, is, like, the worst song in, like, all of JoJo. Breakdown's great. Like, Breakdown's great, but, like, opening 2, where it's, Chase. Yeah, I do not like Chase. God, wait, hold on. I gotta kill these. I think Chase is, like, the weakest, both visually and, like, as a song. Yeah, it's a common opinion because, I mean, look at it. It's less dynamic than any of the other songs. Visually, it's kind of muddy. I don't think the song itself is that memorable. Oh, it's not that it's not that memorable. Fuck. It's I really don't like when it's the chorus. When it's like, chase you! Like, saying that. It's just... no record. Honestly, both the part 5 opening, even with them being 2D, they're both great songs.
Let's go.
I'm also gonna be kind of fucked up about this. It's also really kind of weird how
Fighting Gold.
Fighting Gold. Yeah, I was about to talk about Fighting Gold. It's really weird how Fighting Gold actually has an English version because the singer decided to also do an English version of that song. And yet, at no point in time did I think it wasn't... who was it? At no point with, Viz. I think it was Viz that did the dub for 5. Did, like, they decide, oh, hey, let's actually use the English version of the song. Wait, no. Fuck. I really do like... it's like... I really do like those two songs. I just think, like... I just think like the 3D that they were messing around with like both part 1 and 2, like seemed more interesting, or was just more interesting, like because it is a bunch of dynamic poses. Ooh. Oh wait, you know what? I did forget about I did forget about like the version of song 1, or the first opening. That was what, electronica? Fuck, I'm gonna. Italy is not the Bronx. True, it is not the Bronx, but at the same point in time, Gangstar. Bass told you. Hello, Torvar. Yeah, those small little guns. I think there's like isn't there like a Derringer in like Resident Evil 1? Like there is like that small little fucking gun. At least in Remake.
Hey, listen.
They should have used Tifa's theme. Oh. Okay, yeah, the Italian Senate. Yeah, I get it. Okay, let me actually try to do this properly. It seems to be so. It is this thing of 3D is become like. I think a lot of animators started using it as a shortcut method, and like there's now only like one real studio that uses 3D properly, and I think it can work. It's like everything. It's like you kind of have to actually put in effort, and there's different rules to 3D. And when you do 3D right, 3D can look great. Weather report theme for All-Star Battle. I haven't played All-Star Battle since the PS3 version. So like, I've heard it, but it's also been like years. So in a way, no, I haven't. I kind of did forget they did redo All-Star Battle for PS4, and I still didn't buy it. No, it wasn't. I thought he was in that game. I felt like Weather Report. Or did he only show up first in Eyes of Heaven and then they backported him? Yep, that would happen. Okay. I thought Weather Report was in that game. Yeah, I don't have to worry about anything. I just go to the end. Fuck. Am I cut? Oh yeah, I haven't been caught up